Okay, Martin, next thing I do, I take a 1 ml insulin syringe. You can buy them just about anywhere, and cut the end. Looks like that. And I'll stick one in the pack for you. Cut the end off and cut it to the same size, this end, as the little red tube off a carb cleaner can. Okay, Martin, you need something to catch the cleaner, the syringe, end cut off, and the plastic straw out of a carb cleaner. A modern injector fitting. They work just as well on our injectors as the old square type that go inside. They push on quite nicely. Both wires bared. Now you will see the seedy side of me, Martin. Unfortunately, my workbench is occupied by this Austin 1100 engine that I'm currently rebuilding. But my electrical panel is right there, my 12 volt supply. So everything's going to have to be balanced on the edge here. You'll just have to bear with me on that. Well, Martin, that's what came out first time round, running it backwards through the injector. I'll try and do it and try and get video. I don't know how to do it. I don't have anyone to help me. So give me a second to try and set something. Okay, Martin, new plan. 3 ml syringe, the plunger, cut the end off the rubber cap, and we're going to use that as a washer. That way I can do it all one-handed, I hope. Okay, Martin, I'm hoping this will work. It's a little ham-fisted, but you shoot it in there. You can see it running out of the other end of the injector. The power I've got on full time, squirting it in the top, dripping it out the bottom, and that'll work quite well, I should think, Martin. It's how I used to do it before I had an ultrasonic bath. It is a great deal easier with an ultrasonic bath. In reality, if you were doing this with your 2 hands instead of one-handed, you can just keep on shorting. You'll see the liquid slowly going down. You can keep the power on all the time, but you don't want to leave it on for more than 30 seconds, even at 2 amps, because it really isn't that good for the injector. What I do is I get the end of that red tube over the little pin of the solenoid and squeeze it through. That's why it goes all the way down, but obviously you don't want the carb cleaner spraying anywhere. Doing it two-handed with a not holding the camera also makes it a huge amount easier. But I'm hoping you get the idea. Running it through the top, same thing, just as easy. Well, a hell of a lot easier actually, but you just stick the straw from the carb cleaner into the top end and blow it through. Just put your fingers over it and hold it, or rubber glove, whatever you want. But this B&G carb cleaner is actually cleaning it out quite nicely. You can see it slowly going down as I keep on firing the injector. It's better if you can get the straw over the end of the pintle. It just makes it a better, cleaner. You get more force through. Just so that you know, after that the solenoid's actually pretty hot to the touch. I probably put 1.5 mil, 2 mils through it backwards, and it was clear going in, and you can still see even after the first one there's still dirt coming out. I would do it a couple of times, but you really don't want to leave the power on the solenoid as long as I did. but with two hands it's a lot easier. Okay, Martin, to put the pintle caps back on, take a small piece of wood, drill a 3mm hole in it, and then once you've got that on there, you'll drill a 3/8 hole behind it, 3/8, 7/16, somewhere around there. So then, Martin, you're going to have something that looks like that, a 3mm hole with a 3/8 to 7/16 hole above it. That's the size of the end of the pintle cap, and the reason for the little 3mm hole is so that you don't damage the end of the solenoid that causes a spray pattern when you put it in. So you set it up like this. Okay, Martin, there you can see a pintle cap pushed into the little hole. It's a nice tight fit. Obviously the 3mm hole is right in the center because you drilled that first. And then you'd take your injector, push it on, and it'll go all the way down until you hit a point where, see, it's gone on that far, but there's nothing sticking out of the end yet. So then you push down until you hear it click to lock it in place. You hear that? One more and it'll be in there. And there it is. There's the end of the pintle, the end of the solenoid sticking through. And the injector cap, the pintle cap, is all the way on. And it's really easy. You can do 8 of them in 3 or 4 minutes without a problem. I'm not going to put the top on because I'm waiting till I get my new filter baskets next week. But I hope that gives you an idea of how to do it. I'm actually going to take this apart again and put it in my ultrasonic cleaner. But cleaning it like that worked for me for years until I bought an ultrasonic one. And remember, you can use the 1mm syringe. It's actually a lot easier, but trying to do it with the 1mm syringe with only one hand was just impossible. But I'll send you the 3mm and the 1mm syringe. Cheers now, Martin. This is what I use to clean it out, Martin. It's Berryman B12 Chem Tool Carbon Choke Cleaner. You can use brake cleaner as well. Brake cleaner doesn't have any oil residue in it. This stuff has oil residue, so it tends to lubricate.